A while back, I released a video on Kansas City talking about how they could become the next NFL dynasty and win tons of Super Bowls and kind of take over that role that the Patriots had. While that definitely still could happen because Patrick Mahomes is just simply awesome, I do think his contract sets them back a little bit in terms of being able to develop a complete team around him. So in this video, we will break down Kansas City, we will break down what they will do over these next 10 years with Mahomes' contract on the books, and if they can still become a dynasty or not. The first thing we got to understand is that the NFL salary cap is $198.2 million. This will certainly increase over the years that Mahomes' deal is in play, but for the next few years, it's likely going to remain around the $200 million mark. Now, when Pat's deal does kick in, we're just going to assume that he's going to make around $50.3 million a year. I know that sounds like a lot, but if you take his $503 million, spread it out over 10 years, that averages out to $50.3 million every single year. And, he's going to be taking up likely 20 to 25% of their cap space for the next few seasons. So even though the Chiefs got their quarterback, it now comes with a huge cap hit that is going to really diminish their ability to put good players around Mahomes. Just for reference, Russell Wilson has the second highest cap hit in the NFL right now, and that's about 16%. So if Patrick Mahomes is 25%, that is astronomical and something we haven't seen in the NFL before. Hill, Kelsey, Matthews, Schwartz, Fisher, and Jones, all who are super important and valuable elite players on this Kansas City team, all have contracts that expire by the latest in the 2022 season. So that is a lot of players who are going to be due for big money deals when that time comes. And it would be nice to think, if you are a Kansas City fan, that some of these guys are going to take a pay cut. They're going to want to play with Pat. They're going to want to stay here and win Super Bowls, and that's a nice way of thinking, and I hope for you guys, because I'm a fan of this team, that does come true, and you guys get all your guys there, and they all stay, everybody's happy, and they win Super Bowls, la-di-da-di-da. But the reality is that most of these guys are in the prime of their careers, and they are going to want big contracts, which the Chiefs are going to struggle to do now that they have to pick and choose who they want to pay and who they have to let go. I'm still very high on this Kansas City team for the next few years. Don't get me wrong, as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, you have to be. The guy is simply awesome, but I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that I'm a firm believer, and you're just denying facts if you don't believe this with me, that there is a clear recipe to winning in the NFL in this modern era, and that is to have a quarterback on a rookie deal or a low team-friendly deal. Since 2014, only one NFL team to win the Super Bowl. Since 2014, only one team to win the Super Bowl had a quarterback in the top 10 of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and that was the Broncos with Peyton Manning, who sucked that year. I'm not saying that the Kansas City Chiefs can't win a Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes on this deal, but I am saying that history in recent seasons is not on their side with this mega deal that Mahomes now has. One thing that does make me think, though, that Kansas City can it's hard to say overcome when he just signed Patrick Mahomes for the next 10 years, but they will have to overcome the monetary situation. I do think they can overcome this because they have, in my opinion, the best GM in football in Brett Veach. He may not have a super extensive resume right now, but he's a guy who's not afraid to pull the trigger. He's made great draft decisions, great free agency decisions, and I'm sure he'll do the same with these upcoming contracts. I really trust Brett Veach to put a solid team around Patrick Mahomes. Can they get another Tyreek Hill, another Travis Kelce, another Sammy Watkins? Probably not. That's probably not going to happen. Mahomes' weapons are going to be downgraded a bit, but I do trust Brett Veach to get the right guys in there that can complement Mahomes. Reality is, though, and I actually said this in my original The Chiefs Are Going to Be a Dynasty video, is that their best window to win it all is right now. They won it all last year, great. They got the first step out of the way. They have a great shot to win it this year. Loaded roster, QB still on the low deal. This is the best time to win, and they need to capitalize. I think it is Super Bowl or bust for this team next season, and as long as you have Patrick Mahomes on your roster, it really is always Super Bowl or bust, because he just might end up becoming the best quarterback of all time. Let me know what you guys think about the Kansas City Chiefs and their future over these next 10 years while Mahomes is on the mega deal in the comment section below. I want to hear your guys' takes. Can they still become a dynasty? Should they still expect to compete? Was this deal worth it? Was it too much? Let me know what you think. Make sure to click that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Really does help us out a lot. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. We post awesome sports content every single day. Thank you for watching and have a blessed rest of your day.